Good frosty morning to you guys. It is 29 degrees out here this morning. This is our first frost. It's the middle of October and it's the first frost, which is kind of crazy. We usually have our first frost in the middle of September. We haven't gotten one. So I am excited about that. We had a nice big full moon this morning. The sun's gonna be coming up today. It's supposed to be nice and warm. The funny thing is I was just chatting with Ben from Holler Homestead down in North Carolinas, and they just got their first frost today too. It is 29 degrees there also. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So I bet their yard is looking like this. It's definitely a chilly morning. Yesterday, we packed all of our coffee. You guys sold us out within like 12 hours. Thank you. All of the profits for that sale are going to the Hurricane Relief Fund down in North Carolina. We're going to be donating that to Samaritan's Purse. A lot of podcasts I've been listening to and a lot of different YouTube videos I've been seeing. I've been talking about Samaritan's Purse being down there and helping out. So they're like the main place that I've heard a lot of people talk about and saying how good they've been. So that's where we're going to be donating all of the profits to. So yesterday we were packing up the coffee orders. We don't show us packing and shipping the orders because our videos are a week behind. So you'd be seeing that a week after we did the coffee sale. So I think it kind of wouldn't make sense. So we don't show that. It feels good to have that all shipped out to you guys. You guys should have it by now. I hope you are enjoying your coffee, especially on a chilly morning like this. I can't wait to get back in after chores and have another cup. It's cold. So my question to you guys is, have you guys gotten your first frost? And if so, was it a good one like this? This isn't a little frost. This is a solid frost everywhere.
You got an ice cube already? Wow, you're gonna be in heaven soon.
Now that we have a track fixed and put on the excavator, we gotta fix a major flaw here down at the barn and workshop build. We're always getting a big puddle over here. The water comes down and it pools up here, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it starts to flood out down this way. So I temporarily fixed it and I got a little bit of a ditch going that way. My fear is if we don't get this all running off properly, this winter it's gonna flood out and it'll flood out into the new barn addition. So we gotta be able to get this graded. I wanted to do that before, and then I broke the track on the excavator, so I had to stop doing that. Now that this is fixed, we can get this area fixed and hopefully get all of the water running down into the ditch. My goal is to take it down here and down here where we got that big bank of dirt, get that all down so all of the water will run and go that way. Up here, it is too high, so the water won't run in there. So I'm hoping we can get it all to go over that direction.
We will be using some, if not all, of that gravel over there, which is good because we do need to get that moved for the winter or when we get snow. Winter's not coming quite yet, but snow could come anytime.
All right, we better warm up the excavator this morning because it's a little chilly this morning. I know it's not going to want to run right away. Oh, really?
What?
I got to jump the battery. So the battery did this once last winter and I jumped it and then it was fine. And then I had no issues all year long. So I didn't think it was a bad battery. Might have to, I probably don't want to replace it now, but I might want to replace it come springtime. So let me get my boost pack, we'll get this running and it'll be fine. Just, I guess it doesn't like the chilly mornings.
Is that a bridge?
Yep, keeps my feet dry. Then I want to turn it on. It's got to do its countdown. Got to get the glow plug warmed up. That must be what kills the battery, is the glow plug running. Kind of cool, when that machine is cold, it'll say it on the dash, so it tells you once it's all warmed up, then you can start running in it. All right, while we let the excavator warm up, I'm gonna take the pallet forks off of the 754 and we'll put the bucket on. The excavator should be warmed all up now. So what I need to do is I need to remove this material here, get this as low as it is here, there, and get this whole area trenched like that. And then we're gonna put stone down and we'll fill it up there with some more stone so we don't have a puddle up there where that broken track is. All right, I got dug down in here pretty deep, but I want to fill that in with some stone because I want to make this part of the driveway. I just want to have a dip in it so that the water will run down into the ditch over there. We got the big pile. I'll have to get this out of here. And I think up here, all we're going to have to do is put some stone in. I'll make sure we have like a little bit of a ditch alongside the edge of the stone so it'll all run down this way and into the bank. Over here, I need to dig out the ditch a little bit more because the ditch used to be deeper, but then when we got all that rain this year, it just filled it all up. Back there, I had to dig it out some. I could dig it out all the way back because I filled it all the way back, but I'm gonna leave that back there for now because it's starting to grass in nicely and we still have a nice area for the water to flow. But down here, I wanna make sure it is deeper so we don't have any pooling or we don't have any issues with the water trying to come over the bank if we get a big rainstorm. So we'll dig this out up to those posts for now, and then later on we can get the ditch up there further if we need to. Because we'll be working down there in a little bit, so you guys will see what we're gonna be doing down there. But I'm thinking this, if I'm gonna dig it out and just push it up against on the bank and fill in some of the ruts that have been left behind from all the washout, that would be the best thing to do. So let me get this cleaned up. All right, that's as far as we can go with the ditch for now. I'm gonna have to finish cleaning out this part later on, but we can't get there right now. What I wanna do is I wanna get my rake out, give this a quick rake. I just filled all the ruts back in because all the material that I took out of the ditch was all up on the bank. So I'm just gonna give that a quick rake, smooth it out a little bit, and then we're gonna put some grass seed on it and some winter rye, so that way we can get some roots in there, and hopefully that'll keep it in place this time. It would have been a lot better if my track didn't break and I could have done it before we got the concrete and everything done. But hey, we got it done, it's looking good. But before we fix this part, I wanna get the grass seed down there before I forget. All right, so we got a mixture of grass seed and winter rye in here. We're gonna get this bank seeded so we can get some roots growing. All right, I'm gonna go up on the bank now and do it the other direction. Ooh, ooh.
Brutus is trying to figure out what you're doing.
You want some seeds, Brutus?
Shoots pretty far.
All right, that should do it.
Well, I'm really excited because I got my garlic in the mail. I'm going to go ahead and get it planted up in the secret garden. The secret garden is looking a little sad. Still beautiful, but sad. It didn't really do that great this year because we had so much rain. It did good for a while, but then it just didn't. I think that we're gonna end up getting some asparagus that we can eat next year, so I'm super excited. I think the strawberries are gonna come in really good next year. The zinnias did awesome. Tomatoes didn't. The cucumbers didn't. My carrots are fine. My potatoes I did down below did good. I got a few zucchinis, a few summer squash, pumpkins, squashes like that didn't do good. I am going to go ahead and pull this out, get it ready, get some garlic put in here. And yeah, Brutus followed me up, so he's going to hang out with me. I got my cow friends over there. We also just did have our very first real frost, so everything is looking not so good. The zinnias were beautiful up until yesterday. So I can't believe, if you want to grow flowers and you've never done it before, I 100% think do zinnias. They're going to bring you so much joy. They're so easy, and then they just keep coming and coming, and they last for a really long time. Oops, we're awesome. I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to space out my garlic. I have, I think, at least 5 different varieties, and I want to get 5 different ones in the bed, but I want to have them kind of organized. They need to be at least 6 inches apart, so I'm just trying to make sure I do that, but use up the space as good as I can in the bed. Get them all in, and then what I have left over, I think I do have, because I think I ordered way too many, and put that over into the other bed. But we'll see what I get done today. It always takes longer than I think it's going to. I take the bed apart, weed it, turn the soil over, get the stuff. Just trying to figure out where I want to put everything. It takes some time.
That is a pretty soupy mess. Let's get some stone filled in. We'll start here, work our way down.
Okay, so these ones are chestnut red. I have 6 varieties. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do it in alphabetical order. That way I know what I have. And then if I get to the other bed, or when I get to the other bed, I will do it the same order. So that way I know, so that if I have a certain variety I like better. I always do chestnuts in music if they're available. These are a nice size. I like these very much. I hope these do well and that we like them. I don't think I've ever done these kind before. German extra hardy. These ones seem like a nice big size, but not too overwhelming. All right, those are all planted. I have 6 different varieties in there. They all come with stickers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on my calendar and then write down how I did it, so I'll know without having to put any kind of label in there, because I don't know how good it will do over winter and everything. I do need to mulch the bed, but I'll come back and do that. I'm gonna go over and start at least working on the other bed so I can get some more garlic. Got me some natural mulch.
All right, that's looking pretty good, but it's still a soupy mess. All right, I just heard some noise and I got a rock in the track. And the new track wants to pop off. I don't know if you can see that. So I gotta pick it up and see if we can get that track back on. And I guess we need to add some more grease in it and tighten it up because we don't want that to keep happening. I don't want that to happen the first time. So let's see if we can get it back on without having to decompress anything. No, it's off. All right, this is my fault. I should have checked the track sooner to see how the tension was on it.
All right, well, I have this bed pretty much ready. I have some pretty good, they're the clovers and they're in there rooted pretty good. I gotta pull those out, but I have it pretty good. I'm just gonna save this maybe tomorrow or the next day. We're still supposed to have some nice afternoons, so I should be able to get it in there. Most of it done. I'm getting hungry. I need a little snack, so I just need to just step away right now. I have everything ready. I know what I want to do. I have it mostly prepped, so it shouldn't be too bad. You ready to go do something else?
All right, I want to tighten my bleeder before I forget. See if we can get it started on the track. Need another bar. Yes, we got it. All right, I think I might have found the issue of why it did what it did. The Zerk fitting, the grease fitting on there, it's letting out a little bit of grease, not a ton, but it won't stop. I tried inserting a screw and clean out that little spring ball. It won't. All right, I'm not sure how much of that I got. My camera just died. But what I was saying is this grease fitting, the very end of it, it's popped out, but it was just letting a little bit of grease by. So I'm kind of thinking this grease fitting was letting pressure off of that. And then that's why I wasn't able to keep that track tight, is my guess. So I want to replace this grease fitting. I have one, but I don't have an extended one. I didn't know it. I just took it out and this is an extended one. That one is not. So I think I have to make a phone call and see if I can find the right grease fitting that's extended. The one I have is too short. It's like a normal length. All right, luckily we do have our boltsandnuts.com kit and they have an M10. It's a short one. The one that was in there was extended. I just called around and nobody has anything. So I'm gonna see if I can get this short one to work. We got the track back on, it's fixed. That took over an hour and a half to do that. Fighting those tracks is not any fun. I thought maybe it was gonna be easier because the cog end was off. It was not, that was a pain. But it is on. I have to see if I can find some extended grease fittings online. Our local pot stores, nobody stocks them or can get them. I'm not sure why. So yeah, luckily we had something that'll work, but it'd be nice to get an extended one in there because if I ever got to work on that again, which I know I'm going to have to, it's easier to work with an extended one, if that makes sense. So I'll get some of those ordered, keep them in the shop. And that way we'll have them if we ever got to take that apart. And I'll have to keep an eye on that tomorrow, see how that is. What a pain, but hey, it is fixed. This is where we got to end this video, not how I thought I was going to end it. I thought this was going to be all finished, but yep, time ran out and things break. So can't let it keep us down. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey. You guys are a huge blessing to us in our homestead. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll see you right back here in the next video. Bye.